Have you lost all enthusiasm for life? Did your get up and leave? If so, you certainly aren't alone. Many people lose their enthusiasm for life somewhere along the way. Whether it is down to depression or because you're stuck in a rut, losing your enthusiasm can suck. However, there are ways you can get back on track and regain your enjoyment of life. So let's look at some of the things you can do right now to regain your enthusiasm for life. For the best strategies and tips on finally living life with the least resistance through making the right tweaks to your mindset and daily habits, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get my latest uploads every week. So, what's holding you back? It's a good idea to figure out exactly what it is that's holding you back. Is it self doubt, or maybe you had unrealistic expectations that led to you giving up on what you wanted? This is clearly explained by Ifa in Okaran Mehi. This Odu speaks on instances where one may be suffering from lack of money and good things in life. And the advice here is to look at your previous experiences with a discerning eye because you have much to be grateful for. You also have to have the ability to see things from a different perspective in order to see things about your situation that you haven't seen before, in order to shake that energy of being locked in and unsupported, thus giving you that needed breakthrough. If we look to the West to find the root cause, we'll find that the spirit of lack and comparing your life to others, that's getting you in trouble. We don't use, or it's unwise to use, material possessions to measure the value of your life. And when I say if we look to the West, I always in readings, when certain odus come down, I start from the West and then go east. And I know it's traditionally read from east to west, but for me, it is west to east. So, with the spirit of lack and looking back and comparing ourselves, that's in Owanrin Mehi, and that speaks about the reversed head. So, we don't want to measure our value, our self worth, or our success against the ruler of material things, because they don't last or they change. It's like changing new clothes, new fashion trends, new car trends. So things don't really stay the same. So that's why Ifa is advising not to measure your self worth, your self value, what success should look like or a good life should look like against the ruler of material things, because those things can change, they break, etc. and etc. Okay? The holy mothers in the West are asking you in this instance, are you being too rigid? Are you living your life up to the standards of others? When you figure out exactly what it is that has caused you to lose your enthusiasm for life, you can then work on getting it back. Getting into a healthier routine, or a healthy routine if it wasn't healthy to begin with. Okay, so one thing that is going to really help you regain your enthusiasm is getting into a healthy and positive routine. The things we do each day determine how we feel and think, thus, finally, what we'll attract. So, if you're currently feeling lost and like you're just sailing blindly through life, switching up your routine can help, right? For example, in the Lukumi faith and Ifa spiritual traditions or path, there is a easy kind of ritual, or ebo, I guess you call it, that you could do. When I feel like the energy is stagnant, but it's not stagnant, Lucy Progreso, stale, ancestors are saying. When it feels stale, to me, a good ebo ritual would be to go to another zip code, right? For the people with the shmoney like that, in the words of, Cardi B, the people with the money, you could take a flight to the next city or to another country or state. But as for us normal folk, a easy drive to a different zip code in your state would shake up that energy for you and shift your energy and your vibration higher. It would be good um, to have candy with you, right? And when you get to that other zip code, to try to discreetly, you know, um, leave that offering there for Baba Elegua, Mafiri Fun Baba, um, to shake up that energy. Basically, what you're wanting to do is to shift or revamp your energy around you. I don't know if I explained that clearly, but the key is to go to another zip code within your state to shift your energy for a spiritual folk. You know what I mean? Okay. For further explanation, please find an elder who is more familiar with this, but that's how I do it. I just drive to, another zip code, come with my little candy, honey. I always got my tobacco with me, and we move on. I use those as offerings, okay? Especially tobacco. All right. But remember, everyone's medicine isn't always your remedy. So be careful. That's why I kind of stayed limited with the type of rituals or ebos or stuff like that, okay? I leave that to the babalaos. I'm more on the behavioral, mental, type of aspect when it comes to the wisdom of Ifa, okay? Anyway, you can start with your morning routine. So, how does it leave you feeling in the morning? Like in the morning when you wake up, is the routine like, oh my God, I gotta get up and go over here and do all this? That's the wrong way because you already set the tone for the rest of the day. Okay. So, you want your morning routine to help you feel energized, positive, and inspired. If not, that's a great indicator, like I said before, that you need to change it up so it better serves you and the goals that you have in mind for your life, right? You want to avoid checking your phone and social media as soon as you wake up. Do things the night before that will make your mornings much, much easier, like preparing your clothes. For spiritual folk who have a healthy spiritual routine, the early morning time is our time to get up and say our orikis, our prayers, wake up the ancestors, wake up the warriors, yada yada yada. You know what it entails. So we want to make sure that we're getting up with the right frame of mind, okay? So when you start the day right, it can leave you feeling a lot more positive throughout the day. For the spiritual folk, you want to do a quick divination if you have that time after your prayers and the greeting of the sun and etc. etc. Okay, so you know how to navigate your day much better. For the less spiritually inclined people, the ones without the warriors and all that, you still want to wake up with gratitude. You still want to wake up with the right frame of mind. Okay, and do your prayers, whatever that consists of. Okay, that way your day's not throwing you off and you're navigating it more smoothly through a calmer state of mind. You want to surround yourself with positivity. As you probably have guessed by now, staying positive is key to regaining your enthusiasm, right? I always say, when people kind of get under my skin, it's like you really gonna play with me today, Lulu, huh? Hey, so you and your inner demons just come over here. Okay. Okay. But anyway, I would say that I'm going to take a page out of Yeye Ochun's book and start laughing. Just really, now depends how frustrated I am. If I'm like pissed, I've left frustrated behind and I've become pissed, and now my Scorpio stinger is up and ready to attack. I literally force myself to laugh because anyone who knows when they see Yeye Ochun laughing, you better run. Just run for your life. Your life is in danger. Run. Okay. So that shakes it up. Baba Elegua Mafere Fun Baba also says that, when life is giving you certain, difficulties or tests, you laugh. You laugh to throw off that energy, and it shifts the vibration, because you never know, the orishas, the gods, they may be testing you to see what you gonna do. We just want to see what you gonna do. Yeah, sometimes they funny like that. You're like, that's not nice, but hey, we don't make the rules, we just follow them, right? Okay. So with all that being said, another thing to consider is the people you surround yourself with also make a huge difference to how you'll feel, your mindset, and what you'll attract in life in general. Okay? So if you currently spend time with negative people, you'll naturally have a more negative outlook on life too. And when it comes to work situations, I know you can't really help the co-workers, the environments, the supervisors, and all that. We want to make sure that we're protected as possible. During breaks, we want to cleanse our aura, reground ourselves, say our prayers. I'm a big advocate of praying. Praying is not always opening a Bible or a Quran or none of that. Prayer is how you connect to the divine and your ancestors to recenter yourself, right? And you always want to have your guards up to navigate, your protections up to navigate. Lucy Pogre. So the ancestors are saying, those who know, but for those who don't know, you want Cascaria should be your best friend. Like Cascaria is that's Ifun should be your best friend. Mm-hmm. Ifun should be, it's like the white chocolate roaches for roaches. I personally call them flying monkeys, but it work. It work when somebody get on my nerves. Oh, did I put my cascarilla before I leave the house? Dang it! I'll go in the restroom real quick or in my car real quick, and I'll strap up with my cascarilla. I'm not playing. We not doing this today, Lulu. Not today. Not tomorrow. No, we're not doing it. But seriously, cascarilla is a very, very good protector against people in their draining energies. Okay, so you want to put it under the soles of your feet, under your shoes. I have a separate cascarilla for my shoes. In the back of your neck where your iligua is, right there, and sometimes in the palm of my hands. I don't personally, as a spiritual person, handshake with people because we Bantu, we know about that duh. We Haitian, we know about that duh. So we don't handshake with people. But for those who want to handshake, not over here. You ain't stealing my destiny. Hey, you for me, dude. You ain't changing my look. Not over here, Lulu. But I would cascaria the palms of my hand, and also for my Haitian people, you don't want anyone stealing your luck or draining your money. Okay. Let's move on here. I'm still looking at my notes here. Okay. So moving right along. I channel and speak at the same time, so bear with me. When you start to surround yourself with more positive people, you too become more positive. It uplifts your vibration. It also uplifts the vibration of the environment, especially when there are several people there. Remember, Master Jesus saying, "Where three or more unite, my presence will be there." I'm just paraphrasing, but you know what I mean, right? It also uplifts the environment when there is a much neutral, more positive, leaning towards a more positive um, atmosphere of people and energies. Okay. Then that will produce a healthier mindset, a healthier way of being. You'll start to see opportunities start to appear in your life, and you'll start to enjoy each and every day. Okay? Your inner circle also should consist of people who build you up and support you, and vice versa. You want your relationships to be a smooth flow of give and take, not I'm taking, 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 and you're giving, 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 or I'm giving, 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 and you're taking, 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 or giving when you feel like it, or taking when you feel like it. It should be an even flow. Just like in spirituality, you build a healthy relationship when there's a give and take, not expectation like, oh, I'm giving you this and I expect you to get this. Please don't try that with the Orishas. Don't do that though, because they don't work on your time. Don't do that though. They don't work on your time. Okay. But it should be an even flow of give and take, whether that is just praise, offerings, and giving of your time, your energy, your devotion, and your faith. You stand on knowing. I remember Baba Ofemi saying that. You stand on knowing and you lean on faith. And I like to say, Ifa does not breed ignorance. Ifa don't do ignorance. Ifa don't do blind faith. Okay. And even Master Jesus says that my people perish for the lack of knowledge. Okay. So you want people who build you up and support you, and you likewise. So when you have that encouragement and support, it helps you to feel like you can take on anything. And in all actuality, you possibly can. Okay. So know when to seek help. Sometimes the reason we can't muster up much enthusiasm for life is because we may be suffering from depression. Now, if you suffer from mild depression, some of the tips I've outlined and discussed before getting to this point may help you to overcome your current low state. However, if you have moderate to severe depression, you gonna need to go to the people with the three letters behind their names. The people who went to school for that. Professional mental health. Okay? Spirituality for the sake in the Western world does not excuse mental health. These two sciences should work hand in hand. Okay? And in Haiti, we do have Ugans who do in the Makut lineage. I don't know about the Ason lineage, the Makut lineage, where after they treat you spiritually, they would send you to the herbalist, Mitsenfe, or they would send you to a regular medicine doctor. Okay. I hear the correct word for it. My ancestors are telling me it, but I ain't finna butcher it up. I'm finna look it up on Google and to hear the pronunciation. But they gave me allopathic medicine. Please don't laugh. Anyway, Lucy Progreso. Um, and the Ugans would, after they treat a patient who has been jujued with a sickness spirit or sickness powder or whatnot, then they would send them to an allopathic medicine doctor or a médecin fait, which is an herbalist, to get further treatment if that is needed. But here in the US, please, these two sciences, because that's what they are, these two sciences should work hand in hand. So if you are suffering from severe depression, please seek out professional mental health help. Okay. The people with the three letters behind their names. Okay. Then you would go to your Baba, or if you would like, go to your Baba first, go to your Padrino, Madrina first, then go to a doctor. Okay. And I hope that they advise that too if the situation is severe. Okay. Now, getting this type of help can prove invaluable for getting back your passion and joy for life. And I've also seen that juju done in that sense. Okay. Especially when it comes to obsession spells, waiting spells. I just learned that the other day. I'm going to make a separate video on waiting spells, where the man who is doing the juju on the woman or the woman doing the juju on the man has them waiting and anticipating that they'll come back in their life, and they won't. I see this rampant on YouTube, and I'm just sitting there like, hey, ancestors. Me and my ancestors be sitting there like, what is this? Hey, what is going on here? But anyway, let's move along. Okay, let's move right along. So here are today's main takeaways. Yes, me and my ancestors are chatty. Forgive us. Here are the main takeaways for today's topic. Number one, get into a healthy routine, build up your ache with prayer, rituals, and songs. Okay? Number two, surround yourself with positivity. And number three, know when to seek help through an elder, through your padrino, your madrina, your babalao, your tata, your shaman, your pastor, and get help from a professional, also medical or mental health professional, those with the three letters behind their names. Okay. I am an advocate, a strong advocate of self reflection and addressing a situation from an objective standpoint first before it. And this is for people who are not part of an elite. These are for, the stone that the builder refused children like myself, but they know we was finna pop off, honey. They know that. But anyway, before going to a practitioner or doing spiritual work, again, before getting on the candles or paying another practitioner or doing your own juju, self reflection. Ifa is big on taking responsibility for the role that you play. Example, Onwin Mehi. That speaks about bringing misfortune and issues into your life by your own hands. And how do you do that? Through some flawed way of having a belief, a mindset about yourself and your life that is flawed. Thus, you are accepting a situation or willingly getting yourself into a situation that is bringing you harm in any type of way or form of fashion. Most of the time. Now, we're not talking about the bigger issues that go on in life. Okay? Because certain things happen beyond our control and understanding, and that is up to God to know why. Okay? And how. All we need to know that there needs to be balance in the world because that is the law of nature, balance. For good to exist there must be evil. For light to exist there must be darkness. And sadly that's just the way it is. Okay? All right, let's see. Have I left anything out here? Yeah, we talked about doing the inner work so we attract good things in our life. We talked about getting a healthy routine, surrounding ourselves with positivity, seeking help when necessary through our spiritual practitioners and our allopathic doctors. I think we've covered it. If there's anything else, please let me know in the comments. If you have any additional tips and tricks. I'm taking a trip. Where we going, ancestors? Okay, I see you. Please write them down in the description box below. Okay? So, I just want you to know that everyone goes through tough times when they lose interest in life or something happens, right? However, the key thing to remember is that you are not stuck. You are never stuck. There's always a solution, right? And knowing the problem is half the solution, right? So, these are the things that you can do right now to regain your enthusiasm and to live a happier and fulfilled life. Now that you've gotten some new tools under your belt, I hope and I pray that you are ready to apply what you have just learned. I also created a workbook slash ebook that goes along with this little mini training that you can find in the description box below. And if you would need more help, you know where to find me at themoralcompass.com, where I'll provide you with more tips and tricks to help you on your journey. Also, if you are new here, hello. Hi, Shay. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you a part of the family, and I'll catch you in the next video. Stay blessed.